Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I'm going to bring you a replay from a 1 versus 1 battle that I just played in Total War Rome 2. In this battle I am going to be playing as Carthage, and my opponent is going to be playing as the Suebi here. And we'll take a look at my army to start things off. I brought the standard General's Bodyguard here, just to save funds and have the general unit there. And then I have for my main infantry force 4 of these Libyan infantry up front, backed up by 3 mercenary Scutarii, and I've got slight upgrades on some of these units. It looks like I put 1 chevron on each of them there. And these guys I'm going to try to use for flanking and stuff, and the middle unit to reinforce. Then I've got 2 Libyan hoplite units. These guys are to deter a frontal cavalry charge and just kind of be meat shield units there, and 2 Libyan peltists. So I didn't really come heavy on skirmishing at all. These guys are just to take out any heavy units such as the elite sword infantry of the Suebi. I don't remember what they're called, heroic warlords or something like that. Completely wrong, it's not Oathsworn, but anyways, you guys know what I mean. And any kind of heavy cavalry there. So for my cavalry, I did bring 1 noble cavalry. These guys are my shock cavalry, and then 2 Carthaginian cavalry and 2 Campanian cavalry, sorry about that. And those Campanian cavalry, these guys wreck infantry units in melee. Wonderful stats on them, and they look pretty darn cool too, with those crowns on the horses. And there they are riding forward. But anyways, right away my opponent is skirmishing me some with these Germanic scout riders. He has 2 of them, and then he has 4 of these Cimbri bowwomen. We'll take a look at them. You can see the massive long bows that they're holding. These units actually have 150 range, which is longer than the standard 125 that bow units bring. So he has 4 of them, and I only have these 2 peltists. So he definitely has a skirmishing advantage over me. Then he has got 6 of these wolf warriors, and these are decent units. The only thing is that they really rely on getting a decent charge. Against my units, my guys will just tank these guys out over time because of the heavier armor my people have, so it's important for him to get a good charge. And he's got 2 spear wall units on either side, and these are decently heavy spear units. And then he's got 3 noble riders, one of which is his general. So you can see right away I realized that skirmishing is not going to be my friend, and I did bring decently rush army anyways. I wasn't planning on skirmishing, so right away I'm going to move up all of my troops here. And my opponent's going to take his noble riders and charge in on my Libyan hoplites here, and he's going to do a decent bit of damage, and he's only going to lose 2 men pulling out of this here. It looks like most of them were from friendly fire, actually, now that I watched that. But yeah, I don't know why he did that, because these 1R spear units, and yes, his cavalry wrecked them, but these are completely throwaway units. Maybe he was trying to open up the center. But anyways, over here you can see he's charging with those noble riders again. My mercenary Scutarii are going to brace and only take like 11 units, and then I'm going to back up with a Campanian cavalry. And here in the middle I have charged in a Carthaginian cavalry, and you can see these guys are pretty quickly going to start racking up the kills. The only thing is I did not really pull them out that quickly, and my own units charging in, the javelins are going to take down a ton of my own horsemen. But the only purpose in doing that charge was to hold down all of these units so that my Libyan infantry gets the charge. And you can see this unit has lost 1 man and gotten 35 kills already because I got the charge there. Over here 30 kills and only lost like 8 men. So over on this flank, doing some more fighting, my mercenary Campanian cavalry is engaged with the noble riders, and my men will win that after a time, especially since I'm bringing in those Libyan hoplites, and my 1 Carthaginian cavalry is free. So over here, we are going to start doing rear charges, and my infantry is already tanking it out against those wolf warriors, but a rear charge like that is not going to make anybody happy. And you can see that's pretty quickly going to start shattering that flank. Now my opponent's going to try to save it with these Germanic scout riders, but that's not going to do much. He is peppering my general though, and my general is going to go down. So I'm going to use my general's abilities before he dies real quickly. Over here I'm getting some mercenary Scutarii into these spear wall units, and you can see them fighting here. One of my guys getting taken down there, and of course some of the Germans as well going down. Interesting combat there. But yeah, the cavalry is running around. Over on this flank, his cavalry was doing some damage. These guys only have 13 men left, but I actually pulled out my mercenary companion cav. You can see these guys have 49 troops and have killed 163 men, and did some more rear charges. So all across the line, I'm breaking through, and I ended up winning this cavalry fight over here with the support of some infantry. His one noble rider unit is now going for my peltists, but there's not much more for them to do in this battle, as it's just my infantry here fighting his skirmishers. And my mercenary companion cavalry is fighting this noble rider unit, but at this point my men are tired and they are not going to do that well in that fight. But pretty much all across the line here we've won, and you can see my Libyan infantry now going to charge into these Cimbri bow women, and pretty quickly here these guys are going to be cut down. That woman getting stabbed in the face, that's pretty brutal there. Gotta love the blood effects in this game. Hopefully they get them fully working in Attila. And wow, that woman taking out one of my men pretty effectively there, but overall my army's going to be able to just run them over. The last thing that's left is this noble rider unit back here, who is killing off some of my Libyan peltists. This is my opponent's general unit, but I have got a decent bit of infantry left. Look at this, some of these units have some good numbers on them. These Libyan infantry. Yeah, 161 kills on these guys. Getting that charge really was beneficial. So I've got a decent bit of a force left. There's nothing this unit can really do, and I was just relining up all of my men, and these bow women actually came back from routing, but they're gonna run away immediately again. And now my men are gonna start moving forward, and we'll look at this from his general's point of view. Oh, whoops, I need this unit. There we go. So he's gonna form a wedge and start charging, and gonna take some javelins there, some of them going down. He gets a good charge, but at this point it's just a matter of mobbing him with all my troops, and my opponent's general is going to get taken down. So good game to my opponent there. He deployed a few more troops than me, but overall our armies were similar in size, difference of 30 men, and I managed to kill 1,261, lost 908, and he killed 874 of me. Most of my friendly fire kills was on that cavalry unit, that Carthaginian cavalry there that charged in the beginning. The only thing that really ended up being a waste of money for me was this noble cavalry. They only got 2 kills. I had a lapse in micro and let them get caught by spears, and they just got shredded, not even in combat, just by the javelins of the spear unit charging in. And this noble cavalry could have done a ton of damage getting rear charges, or even dealing with enemy cavalry had I gotten good charges, because that's a great shock cavalry unit. But my infantry did very, very well, and my companion cavalry did decently well also. So that all worked out in the end. And his bows actually did put up some really good numbers, though a lot of it was them killing off these 2 Libyan hoplite units, which I used just as meat shields there. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Good game again to my opponent, and I will have more for you all soon. Thank you guys for watching. This is Robin Hood, signing off.